In the previous module, I chose two high demand counties in Georgia and went through my entire process of choosing those counties. So please watch that video before this video. In this video, I'll be choosing the best zip codes within both of those counties. So in the previous video, we chose Meriwether County, Georgia and Marion County, Georgia. So these two markets showed high demand, lower Gini, low average days on market. It had the minimum quantity that I was looking for in Georgia. So some people will just go ahead and market the entire county, but if you have a lower budget spend or you wanted to be more efficient with your marketing and hit literally the best section of that county, then you can use the zip code approach. So I'm going to be looking at zip codes of Meriwether County, Georgia and Marion County, Georgia. So let's go to market research and add Meriwether and Marion. To click zip and county contains Meriwether and it contains we have to zoom in. Oh, sorry. It has to be or, not and. Okay, so it's showing us a lot of Marions. We need to set the state to Georgia. Okay. Okay, so we have Meriwether and Marion. If we want to look at each individual, we'll have to remove one of the counties. So let's go one by one. Let's look at Marion first and find the best zip codes in Marion. So I'm going to remove this and apply. Okay, so there's 3 zip codes in Marion County. As you can see here, it's heat mapped currently. And let's look at 6-month sell-through rate for our previous acreage range, 5 to 10,000 acres. Okay. So as you can see, there is not a lot of activity going on in 31801, but 5 have sold in the last 1 year, and there's currently 0 for sale. So it might actually be high demand, and there's just nothing on the market right now. So if you go buy something and list it on the market, it might sell pretty quickly because it's showing a high sell-through rate because there's nothing for sale right now. So let's heat map it based on 6-month sell-through rate. Yeah, let's set it to sold in the last 1 year because it's zip code. We'll get more data with 1 year. And let's look at average days on market in the last 1 year. Okay. So we've got heat map 6-month right now. 31801 is showing the best 6-month sell-through rate because there's 0 for sale right now. And when it's 0, we count it as 1 in our sell-through rate calculation. So 5 sold in the last 1 year. And then our next best county is going to be zip code is going to be 31803. 17 active, 20 sold in the last 1 year. So as you can tell, a lot of what's currently listed is in 31803. And then 310058 is next. $13 active, 19 sold in the last 1 year. So my thought process on this is a lot of the activity is coming from here, but there's high sell-through rate in this little corner. If we get something for sale over here, it might sell. So I'm going to go after the high sell-through rate part in this county. So let's add 31801. And let's choose the best out of these two. They're honestly like pretty close buyers. And that might be because it's more homogenous in this county. in the previous video, we saw that this was the most homogeneous county. So I would ideally just go after all these. But if we wanted to choose one, let's choose the lower average days on market, which is 90. These have like pretty similar sell-through rates here. So let's choose the lowest days on market. So 31803. Okay. So that has been added to our markets and campaigns right here. Now let's look at Meriwether County. And I mean to look at zip codes. Showing up now. There's a little more zip codes here. So we'll definitely be able to pick out some more. Okay, zoom in. We're on Meriwether. So let's set it 5 to 10,000. Let's look at 6-month sell-through rate. Okay, the best one is 30222. 5 active, 42 sold last year. That's absurd. That's crazy. Okay. The next best one, 30218. 1 active, 3 sold in the last year. And not a lot of data to go off of there. It seems like most activity is right here. 30293. A little better than the last one. 8 active, 20 sold last year. This is just an immediate push. Like, this is the best section of the county. So we're gonna 30222. I don't know about this one. I might not hit this one. We can also set our filter a little higher. So let's look at stuff greater than 3. Now we got a couple more. So this section, very low average days on market, 88 days. These are a lot higher. So I'm gonna go after this one because it's got really low days on market. So 31816. And let's look at the others. 8 active, 20 sold. This isn't that great. 6 active, 4 sold. So this is, I don't like this one. I would go after this one. So let's just add that. So we added 3 zip codes out of what I believe was 6 that we started out with. So these 3 are just the highest performing zip codes out of that county. So this is extremely efficient. Instead of marketing towards the whole county where some sections are worse than others, we can just hit the best sections. So we can go in here. We can remove the county if we wanted to. So just delete it because we targeted the zip codes. Meriwether, let's get rid of it. And now you can go in and price all these zip codes that we went after and market towards them. So this is an extremely efficient marketing method. If you're stuck on polygoning certain areas of a county, this is just solves that problem. It makes it so much more efficient and quicker to get to the point. So you're hyper specifically targeting submarkets through the zip code approach, and it's just so much easier than scrolling through Redfin and Zillow and polygoning stuff, not really knowing what you're doing. This is a clear and understandable approach. You start at the state level, then you go down to the county level, and then you finally go down to the zip code level. You're just targeting the best areas. And what I like about zip codes is that the way they were created was to effectively maximize mailing routes. So they took into account topography, they took into account population, and ultimately those two things are what gauge what pricing does and also where people live. So a mountain range may be split up by 2 zip codes, one zip code on one side of the mountain range, one zip code on the other, because it maximizes the mailing routes. So everything is easier to access and more in one place. So I really like the zip code approach. It's very efficient and extremely effective approach when you're a smaller land investor. And if you're a bigger investor, you can be even more efficient than you are now and only target the specific areas that have high turnover in a county. All right, thanks.